I'm from Texas, a little bit west Houston, but in the beginning, I want to say I was like 87, 89 because it was a little inconsistent. When I started, I was just have days where it'd just be a little bit lower and it just be inconsistent, but now it feels like everything's more consistently there. I'm 90, 92 pretty consistently, hopefully pushing more. We'll have to see here in the near future. Just really thankful I could found you, I guess, because a big thing for me was just improving velo wise, just making strides there. And I had quite a few mechanical tweaks, whether it was my front leg not being there, just being laid, or as opposed to I was really working uphill, kind of had some false toe in there we had to correct, just had to work on a bunch of drills, fix all that. But I mean, compared to now, I mean, it's huge difference. I mean, 3 months is a lot, but I mean, the drills, just working those in every day. I mean, I felt like it helped me tremendously. This has definitely been the hardest I've thrown ever. So really grateful for that.
All righty. So I'm here with Jose. Jose is a JUCO bandit out of Texas and a pretty darn good one at that. I'm really excited to see where he ends up as far as high level college baseball. But Jose and I've been working together for the last probably 3 months or so. And he's made a ton of strides. Just a super good dude, super good fisherman, good ball player. But yeah, Jose, tell myself and anybody watching this just a little bit about yourself, where you're from, who you are, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, like you mentioned, I'm from Texas, a little bit west Houston, but it's somewhere in that region. But yeah, I go to TJC, go Apaches, man. It's a pleasure being a JUCO bandit. I love it. The grind's awesome. But yeah, I mean, just really thankful I found you, I guess, because I was really before, I guess, the summer, the big thing for me was just improving velo wise, just making strides there. Cause I threw decently hard, but it was never enough to I felt like bring any attention. But the big thing for me is I really wanted someone who could kind of watch me, give me another eye, and just give me a layout, a basis that I could follow through the summer. Because I felt like that was a big thing for me and what I needed, and that's just what I got.
Dope. Yeah, for sure. So where were you at when we kind of started working together? Like when we first hopped on mechanical analysis, where were you at then? And then kind of where are you at now? And what kind of things have we done to really kind of get to that point?
I guess mechanically, whenever I joined, I was having a little bit of issues because the season had just ended. So I'd taken about a week and a half off, and I was just trying to refresh and get ready to go for the summer. And I had quite a few mechanical tweaks, whether it was my front leg not being there, just being laid, or as opposed to I was really working uphill, kind of had some false toe in there we had to correct, just had to work on a bunch of drills, fix all that. But I mean, compared to now, I mean, it's huge difference. I mean, 3 months is a lot, but I mean, the drills, just working those in every day. I mean, I felt like it helped me tremendously because now my mechanics still aren't perfectly sound, but they're a lot cleaner than what they were at the beginning of the summer. So, And I mean, the velo's just been consistently higher too. I mean, it was beginning of the summer. Obviously, it's going to be down a little bit because I'm starting to ramp up, but this has definitely been the hardest I've thrown ever. So, really grateful for that.
Absolutely. And where were you at velo wise before, and where are you at now?
Velo before, I would say 90 every now and then, maybe a 1. Now I'm 90, 92 pretty consistently, hopefully pushing more. We'll have to see here in the near future.
Yeah. You froze there at the beginning, but I think you said you were like 89, 90, right?
In the beginning?
Yeah.
In the beginning, I want to say I was like 87, 89 because it was a little inconsistent because when I started, I was just I could run it up there, but I'd have days where it'd just be a little bit lower and it'd just be inconsistent. But now it feels like everything's more consistently there.
Yeah. The ball is jumping out of your hand.
For sure.
Love it. Dope. And so what if, obviously the training stuff's great and you can mention some of that, but physically throughout our conversations, communication wise, program structure, any of that? Like, what have been the things that you've really enjoyed over the last few months?
Honestly, a big thing for me is just getting the feedback because I'm a big I love to send out text messages whether it's 2 times a day, back to back days, repeatedly. I'm sure you know all about that. But I love the feedback. And honestly, the structure was great. I mean, I could log into my apps. I have the weightlifting program. I could finish the workout. I could tell them how I felt about the workout. I could be like, man, maybe I need to add this in. I add that into the workout. Then whenever it's time to go throw, I look at the pitching layout. I see this day, this day, this day. Everything's kind of schemed out, and it's adjustable depending on how I guess if the arms down, up, this and that. But I mean, the drills that are prescribed, I love all of it. It's great help.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And so as like I try and make it easier for yourself and other athletes, what's one thing that you would like to see or one thing that you would change if it was possible throughout our time working together?
Oh, I mean, the only thing I would change is maybe if I was up in Maryland or something like that, get that one on one. But
Yeah.
no, there's nothing much I guess I really would change because it's just about kind of what I expected. I knew that whenever I was signing up for something remote, which I'd done before, and it had worked pretty well for me, I figured I'd probably be in my best interest to do it again. And sure enough, delivered.
Heck yeah, man. Well, you're working your tail off, and it's been a pleasure. You're like one of my favorite guys to work with, just because of how hard you work, and like you said, the communication, how responsive you are, and how receptive you are, and we can just have an open line of communication, which is great. And so, yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm really excited to see how you do this fall, and just the progression because you're still pretty young, so you got a lot of college ahead of you. So I'm excited to see the progress and how you continue to skyrocket. So. But yeah, this is Jose. If you want to learn more about him, I'll probably be posting about him a little bit after he hopefully has a good velo day tomorrow. Um
Absolutely.
and yeah, if you need some fishing tips, hit him up. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All righty. See ya.
See ya.